Chef Hesh here with Kickazz.com. Tonight I'm going to make something absolutely delicious, and it kind of is a throwback to like the comfort food video that we just put up, the chicken fried steak that Chef Lynn made. This is actually going to be an almost Philly cheesesteak. You can see here, I've got a lot of steak cut up. Nice little thin strips, just ready to go. I also have peppers, red, yellow, green, and some mushrooms. I'm going to saute these. Then I'm going to cook our steak with some provolone cheese and a special ingredient, Kickazz Cheesesauce. Yeah, it looks like it has a little skin on it because, well, it does. Look, just give it a little stir. I'm doing this very low and slow. It needs to kind of sit and do its thing. Some people will tell you that a Philly cheesesteak it's only provolone, or it's only this, or it's only that, or it's only Cheese Whiz, or whatever it is that they think that it should be. Well, I'm here to tell you, explore. Make it kick-ass. Do your mushrooms and your peppers. Use provolone and cheese sauce. I'm going to do that. And it's going to be really, really delicious. At this point, I'm going to take my veg and saute it. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter. We're good to go. That's all we really need to do. I mean, I've got Blue Bonnet with calcium and vitamin D. Woohoo, right? I'm going to use about a tablespoon and a half of butter, a couple little glugs of my oil. Come over here, put it into my pan. It's preheated. Look at that, see? Nice and hot. That's what we want. We're using the oil for lubrication, and we're using the butter for flavor. Like, who doesn't like flavor, right? You want bland food? I know I don't. Take your veg, dump it in. Give it a nice little stir, make sure everything is covered and smothered. Oh boy, this is going to be great. Oh yeah. Do not forget salt and pepper. Gotta have them. Just add a little bit of salt. Add a little bit of pepper. At this point, we're going to saute these until they're nice and soft. We don't want them burned. We don't want them completely withered. But we want to take that raw edge off. Just make sure that it's got a nice, tasty flavor. And one of the beauties of doing things like this is the flavors marry together. So you get a nice, even texture, a nice, even flavor. Oh, this is going to be good. We'll be right back. Once our vegetables are nice and sauteed, look at that. Oh, gorgeously delicious. It's time to cook our meat. Really simple. We're going to dump it into a skillet, salt, pepper, and cook it until it's done. We're going to add some provolone cheese. I just bought the, sliced provolone and just ripped some up because I'm just going to throw it in with the meat and mix it around a little bit and call it good. After that, put some provo onto our rolls and the meat onto the rolls, some cheese sauce, some veg. We're going to make some tater tots on the side, but I mean, you already know how to make tater tots. And that's it. It's going to be delicious. Check this out. Boom. Meat. Same skillet as our veg. Why are we going to waste that flavor? We're not. We're going to use that flavor from the veg and the butter and the oil to cook our steak. We want flavor on flavor here. Just give it a good toss. You can see it's already starting to brown up a little bit. That's what we want. Give it a good toss. Super simple. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. I know I said this was salt the other night, but it's obviously pepper. And remember the shaker thing? Yeah, looks like I'm putting on a lot, but I'm really not. Just add a little bit. You're good to go. Move it around, stir it around, cook it to your desired temp. You don't want this well done. If you cook it to well done in the skillet, by the time that it has rested and cooled, it's going to be charcoal. So just don't do that. And, well, that's pretty much it. Move it around a little bit, cook it, and then we'll plate. Don't forget to stir your Kickazz cheese sauce now. We've got ours going here. We've got it low and slow. Oh, it's going to be delicious between the provolone and the Kickazz cheese sauce. Oh, you're going to love this. There's one more step, which is adding that just torn up provolone to this meat. But, we're waiting on that until the meat's almost done. And once it's almost done, we add the cheese, mix it around, eat it. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? To make food that we can eat. So, see you in a minute. Once you've got your steak cooked to whatever temperature that you want it at, it's really simple. Tear up the provolone. You can see here I've got quite a bit, just kind of torn up into pieces. So I'm going to mix it in with the beef. I've got my cheese sauce, and if you can see here, tater tots. Why not? Vegetable already done. Got a nice little hoagie roll here. Got some provolone on it. You can never have too much provolone. It's so deliciously good. Try not to throw your cheese all over the place like I have a tendency to do. Throw it over your steak, melt it, mix it around. Just kind of drop it in there. It really doesn't matter. We're going to melt this into the steak anyways. So, I mean, I only tore it up so it would melt quicker because, well, I'm hungry and impatient. So, there you have it. Throw it in there. Start mixing it around. If you want your steak medium, put your cheese in while it's rare, because you're going to continue cooking this, like we're doing here, to melt the cheese. Once the cheese starts melting, turn your heat off. The pan is still going to be hot. The stove is still hot. The meat is still hot. It's going to continue to melt this cheese. And all we want to do is, well, melt the cheese into the steak. That's it. We have more provolone that we're going to be putting onto our bun, which you've already seen. And we've got Kickazz cheese sauce that we're going to put on top of that. So, yeah, we've got enough cheese. It'll be alright. We just want a little bit in here. You can see it's already starting to gather up on the bottom of the skillet that we're using here. That's why we're moving it continually. Do not stop. Do not stop. Look at how crazy. Oh, look at that guy. He tried to get away. Ah, gotta eat him. No, just move it around. See how gooey and sticky and just, oh man. That is just, that's some crazy looking cheese right there. That's what we want. Continue to stir and fold. That's it. You're done. Ready to go. The trick now is plating. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off the heat. One of the things that you want to do, make sure you're not burning your counter or your hand like I just did. Put it on one of those little pot holder things and let it sit, because we don't want to burn our counter. Nobody wants burn spots. Like, come on now. Here's the trick. Well, it's not really a trick. It's actually quite simple. Open up your bun. Grab some of your meat. Look at that cheese. Oh man. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Oh. Kind of keep it even. I mean, you know, it really isn't going to make that much of a difference, but it will make a difference. Look at the string. Look. See that piece of beef hanging off that cheese? That's how you know you're doing it right. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. I've got my veg. I'm going to take some of that. Well, look at what happened here. Look at these little two guys here. They try to get away. Not today. Spoon some of your veg over the top. Super simple. Oh, that's already looking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, man. What are we missing? Ah, Kickazz Cheesesauce. That's what we're missing. Give it a stir before you serve it. I've had this on low heat for a while, but, you know, see, look at that gorgeousness. Take your cheese sauce. Don't do what I just did, because it's still hot and I didn't put my Bless This Kitchen pot holder down. Add a little bit of that cheese sauce. Oh, look at this. You're going to need a napkin for this one, I guarantee you. This is a messy sandwich, but gorgeously delicious. This is just, oh man. Just the sandwich alone is a meal. Oh, look, ew. Cheesy fingers, but, you know, it's the price we paid for delicious food. Tater tots. I mean, very simple. Chef Lynn made these this evening, and she's got a very cool technique, actually, to make these, and I really like it. They come out just perfectly crisp, golden brown. I mean, look at these guys. Oh, man. Just perfect. Line a couple up on your plate. Use your Kickazz Cheesesauce, trademark, and just use your spatula. Put some on top. You are going to need a fork and a napkin, or like 5 napkins, in order to eat this. But I guarantee you it's worth it. Oh man. Yeah. This is great. You can see I've made a giant mess here, but that's kind of what I do. It's kind of my thing. Look at this. Look at that sandwich. Oh. I know you want it, because I do too. That's a Kickazz, almost Philly cheesesteak. Oh. most importantly, it's delicious. Don't be afraid to try new things. Let's cook. Stay foodie.